Hello and welcome to the heart of Sicily, where history, culture, and cinema come together. Today, I am taking you on a journey to one of the most iconic filming locations from The Godfather, the legendary Bar Vitelli in the charming village of Savoca. This is where Michael Corleone took his first steps into Sicilian tradition, and where the story of love, loyalty, and fate began to unfold. Join us as we step into the world of The Godfather, explore the timeless beauty of this historic bar, and uncover the magic that still lingers in these ancient streets. Let's begin. In The Godfather Part 2, this bar is where Michael Corleone first speaks to Signor Vitelli, Apollonia's father, with the help of his bodyguards and asks for Apollonia's hand in marriage.
Hello. What are the original chairs?
Is it the chair original and the Al Pacino? Is it?
Oh, over there? Thank you. That's okay. Thank you.
The exterior of the bar, with its rustic charm and vine-covered terrace, provides a classic Sicilian atmosphere, making it one of the most recognizable locations in the film. Bar Vitelli represents the transition of Michael Corleone from an outsider to someone embracing Sicilian traditions. His meeting with Vitelli marks the beginning of his deep connection to Sicily. The bar has preserved much of its original appearance, with vintage furniture and a strong Sicilian ambience. Inside, there are photos, movie stills, and artifacts related to The Godfather. It remains a tourist attraction where visitors can enjoy traditional Sicilian granita al limone and take in the historical setting.
Vuole pagare signora? Vuole un conto? No. Ah, no. Sì. Ho capito male io, scusi,
Non si preoccupi.
Driving is the most convenient way to visit Bar Vitelli. This way allows you to see stunning views of the Sicilian countryside. The road to Savoca winds through rolling hills, citrus groves, and historic villages, making the drive itself part of the experience. While you can't drive directly to Bar Vitelli, parking is available near the village entrance. And it's just a short, scenic walk to the bar. The walk to Bar Vitelli is uphill but short and scenic, passing by charming Sicilian streets, small shops, cafes, and restaurants. If you don't want to drive, a guided Godfather tour from Taormina or Catania is another great option, offering hotel pickup and storytelling along the way. With the last sip of espresso still warm on your lips and the quiet hum of Bar Vitelli fading behind you, you step back into the Sicilian sun. The breeze carries a hint of sea salt and citrus, rustling the olive trees as you stroll past. Just ahead, the path curves gently toward Chiesa di San Nicolò, a serene walk through time, where every stone whispers stories from centuries past. You're in the tiny hilltop village of Savoca, a place that feels like it's been gently cradled by time. The road ahead is via San Michele, a narrow, slightly winding lane that leads up toward Chiesa di San Nicolò, just a few minutes away on foot, but every step feels like a journey through history. The pavement underfoot is uneven in places, laid with time-worn stone and edged with low stone walls wrapped in vines. On your right, the hillside drops away, offering stunning views of the valley and the distant Ionian Sea, its surface glittering in the afternoon sun. Occasionally, a lemon tree leans over a garden wall, heavy with golden fruit, scenting the air with that distinct citrus note so particular to Sicily. The walk is quiet, broken only by the occasional buzz of a scooter somewhere down below or the distant coo of pigeons nesting in tiled rooftops. You might pass an elderly local sitting on a stoop, nodding in your direction with a gentle buongiorno, or a sleepy cat sprawled in a pool of sunlight, blinking slowly as you go by. As you continue upward, the church slowly begins to appear, not grand, but striking in its simplicity. Built in the 13th century, Chiesa di San Nicolò is made of weathered stone, its modest bell tower rising just high enough to catch the light. If you're familiar with The Godfather, it's immediately recognizable. This is where Michael Corleone married Apollonia. When you finally reach it, the quiet is profound. From here, you can look back at the village and the coastline beyond, a perfect pause in a place that blends film history, ancient tradition, and Sicilian beauty all in one short, unforgettable walk. As you near the top of the path, the incline grows a little steeper, but it's not difficult, just enough to slow your pace and invite you to take in the details. The hum of village life grows quieter, replaced by the sound of your own footsteps on the worn stones, the gentle rustle of leaves, and perhaps the distant toll of a bell echoing from deeper in the valley. On either side of the lane, ancient stone walls guide your way, some covered in moss, others bearing signs of past restorations, each one telling its own story. There's a faint scent of rosemary and wildflowers in the air, mingling with the ever-present lemon trees and the salty breeze rolling in from the sea. The church begins to feel closer with every step. Its bell tower peeks through the olive branches ahead, and soon the modest facade of Chiesa di San Nicolò comes fully into view. Built of pale, time-worn stone, the structure seems to grow out of the hill itself, humble, yet dignified. There's no dramatic fanfare, but rather a quiet, sacred presence, like it's been patiently waiting here for centuries, untouched by the world rushing by below. To the left, a small terrace opens up with a sweeping view over the valley and out to the sea, a perfect place to pause and catch your breath.
Che tu non hai un viso. You can go. That's fine.
And just in front of you now, the simple steps of the church. Maybe you're imagining Apollonia emerging through the old wooden doors in her wedding dress, with Michael waiting just beyond the frame. It's cinematic, yes, but also deeply real. This is the kind of place that holds memories in its stone, whether from film or from centuries of real lives passing through. The door to Chiesa di San Nicolò is already open, tilted slightly inward like it's been waiting for you. No grand entrance, just a silent invitation into shadow. Just inside the door, to your left, is a surprising sight, a sleek flat-screen TV mounted on a small wooden cabinet, softly glowing in the dim interior. On the screen, a scene from The Godfather plays, Michael and Apollonia's wedding, right here, in this very church. The moment is quiet, reverent, almost echoing the real stillness around you. It's strange and a little surreal, to see the exact space you're standing in, mirrored on the screen. The same stone walls, the same altar, the same warm glow, though on this gloomy day, the real church feels colder, quieter, cloaked in soft shadows. The screen flickers gently in the dark, casting a pale light on the surrounding wall, and for a moment, it feels like you're floating between fiction and reality. Beside the screen, a liturgical robe hangs carefully, creamy white with gold trim, the folds of fabric slightly stiff, as though it's been freshly prepared for a mass or a wedding that might happen any moment. The robe sways just a little from a draft, lit softly by the shifting light from the film. The juxtaposition is almost poetic, this ancient, sacred space bearing the presence of pop culture's most iconic mafia tale, not as a gimmick but as a nod to memory. A cinematic echo that lives within the walls. It doesn't cheapen the space. If anything, it deepens it, layering it with nostalgia, with story, with the odd beauty of real life colliding with film history. And as the movie continues playing, its audio turned low but just audible, the line between past and present blurs for a moment. You're not just visiting a church. You're walking through a scene, a legend, a memory projected right into stone. Just beyond the television, propped on an easel near the stone wall, is a weathered poster, a still frame from The Godfather frozen in time. It shows Michael and Apollonia standing before the altar of this very church, bathed in warm cinematic light, surrounded by candles and tradition. The poster is laminated but slightly curled at the edges, as if it's been standing guard here for years, quietly retelling the story to every visitor who passes through. Beneath the image, a block of text in both Italian and English shares the story of that iconic moment, how Francis Ford Coppola chose this humble church in Savoca to film the wedding of Michael Corleone, capturing the soul of Sicily in a way no studio could. The words are simple, but full of reverence, for the film, for the setting, for the blending of fiction and reality. The text mentions how the scene was filmed in 1971, with local extras from the village, and how the church, already centuries old by then, played a quiet, crucial role in making that part of the story feel authentic. There's even a behind-the-scenes photo in the corner, Coppola seated off-camera, focused, with the church's real interior in the background, almost unchanged from how it looks today. Taking one last look at the sweeping view of hills, a soft put-put-put hum rises from the winding cobbled road below. Around the bend comes a white and red-colored three-wheeled Ape taxi, bouncing gently on the uneven stones, the kind of charming, tiny Sicilian vehicle that looks like it belongs in a postcard or an old film. The driver raises a hand in greeting before pulling up with a dramatic little halt, the engine sputtering to a pause. As the little Ape taxi rattles to a stop, the driver, with the grace of someone who's done this 1,000 times, he steps out with a flourish. He walks around to the passenger side, opens the door and extends his arm upward. The lady in the back, slightly caught off guard, she places her hand in his, and with a practiced ease, he helps her down from the little vehicle, like she's stepping off a royal carriage rather than a buzzing three-wheeler. And just like that, the journey continues, with charm, with grace, and a little extra story to take with us.
Mamma, se vuoi andare ai Cappuccini sono 600 metri a salire. Se vuoi andare al convento dei Cappuccini sono 600 metri a salire. Ma si paga? Non lo so. Sapete se è aperto il convento dei Cappuccini?
I'm sorry, I don't speak
English.
Italian. I'm sorry.
Ok. E salendo di qua vuoi andare? E vediamo loro che dicono.
As we begin our walk down the hill, leaving the quiet grace of the church and the gentleman taxi driver behind, the narrow stone path dips and curves along the hillside, flanked by old walls and terracotta roofs. The mist still lingers in the air, softening the colors of the village, wrapping everything in a kind of slow-moving dream. Then, a low rumble. At first, it's just a faint growl in the distance, but it builds quickly. The sound echoes through the valley like thunder rolling through the stones. And just as you round the bend, they appear, a line of gleaming Harley-Davidsons, emerging from the fog like a convoy of chrome and leather ghosts. The riders are unmistakable, the same nice group of bikers from the earlier video in Forza Diagro. Black jackets, heavy boots, sunglasses under cloudy skies.
Because when Savoca became a name, they filmed the movie, they thought the mayor thought we will have a lot of people staying here. In reality, people left and the soccer stadium was never built. It was never finished. Oops.
Just a short walk from the better-known Chiesa di San Nicolò, tucked a little higher into the ancient stone veins of Savoca, lies another quiet treasure, Chiesa di San Michele. This church is smaller, more hidden, almost easy to miss if you're not paying attention. Built in the 12th century by the Normans, it's one of the oldest structures in the village, dedicated to Saint Michael the Archangel, the protector and warrior of heaven. The facade is humble and rough-hewn, with patches of moss and ivy clinging to the stone, as if the building is slowly merging with the hillside. A small bell gable rises from its roof. Inside, the church is stripped down and intimate, no grand frescoes, no golden altars. Just worn stone, muted light, and a few devotional statues that seem older than memory. A small apse glows at the far end, where flickering candles are often left behind by locals or the rare pilgrim who still climbs this far. And here's the thing, while Chiesa di San Nicolò is famous for its cinematic moment in The Godfather, Chiesa di San Michele feels untouched by cameras. It's not a movie set. It's a place that still breathes with real prayer, real history. It's the kind of sacred silence that asks for your attention, not loudly, but insistently. If you stand outside its doors and turn around, you'll see sweeping views of the valley below, almost unchanged for centuries. The sound of the wind, the call of distant birds, the smell of old stone and wild thyme, it all wraps around you. Our time in Savoca comes to a close, a village where film, faith, and history blend into something unforgettable. We began at Bar Vitelli, where the Godfather lives on in espresso cups and lemon trees, climbed to Chiesa di San Nicolò, where cinema meets sacred silence, and paused at Chiesa di San Michele, where the true spirit of Savoca quietly waits, untouched by fame. If you enjoyed walking through Savoca with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow travelers or film lovers. Drop a comment below, let us know your favorite moment, or if you've been here yourself.